Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is almost halfway through the month of August and I really haven't read much off of my August TBR. The only thing I got done was my book club book. I just have some lingering books that I started in the month of July, and I also have a library book that I need to read by the middle of next week. So what I think I'm going to do is, sorry for the cat visitor. What I think I'm going to do is start my library book and read through that. I know I can get through this pretty quickly. It's a Taylor Jenkins Reid book, and I really want to read this right now. And I think putting down the books that I'm in the middle of, because obviously I am not gravitating towards them right now, and starting some new things is okay. So let's get reading Malibu Rising, and I will check in when I'm a little bit into it. It is another very dreary day, and last night I finished Malibu Rising so I can return that book to the library, and then I picked up my first book off of my August TBR that wasn't my book club book. So I'm gonna read and start Saint, and then also work on the books I already have started. So that's my plan for today. It is Sunday, and I got about halfway through Saint yesterday, so I'm going to try to finish the rest of this today, and then either keep working on The Survivor Wants to Die at the end, or my Kindle book, The Chemistry Test, or I might pick up another August TBR book, just because those two books, they're not catching my attention and capturing my attention as much as I want them to, and I do want to make progress on my August TBR. So first thing we're going to do is try to read the rest of Saint, and I also love this. I just finished reading Saint, and this is the first book that's not a book club book that was on, or my library book that was on my August TBR that I finished. I am so glad that I finally got this one done, because this also completes a series that I have. I did see when I was checking this one off that there are 2 novellas by this author, which I'll get to eventually, but I am going to count this series as completed for my sake, and I can add this by the other books up here to my TBR. To my bookshelf, and I think I'm gonna pick another book off my August TBR to work on, just because the books that I've started, I'm just not inspired to read right now. So I'm gonna just put those on pause and pick up something else. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, and I will check in at another time, because I also need to fold my laundry and get some other stuff done. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's September 1st. And because August was not that great of a reading month for me, I definitely want to get a jump start on my September TBR for 2 reasons. One of the books is my book club book, and I actually have about a week left to read that. I am 70 pages into it already. I started it at the end of August. And 2, I have a borrowed book, Broken Country, who the owner, I'm going to see them next weekend as well, so I want to finish this book. And this one also goes towards counts for one of the Goodreads challenge little bookmark prompt things, and I am a completionist and I love a checklist, and I want to check it off my list. I am like 30-ish pages into this so far, and it definitely is going to be a really fast read. So I'm going to work on reading this, and I'll update you as I go, but for right now, let's get a jump start on September reading. So it is actually September 15th, and I have not filmed anything since September 1st. I was just looking as I was trying to put together a reading vlog video, because I knew I had clips from August, and I thought I had more in September, but I really didn't. September is the beginning of the school year, so I'm crazy busy, so it does not surprise me, but I actually am halfway through my August TBR, and I have picked up my next book, or August TBR, September TBR. I've picked up my next book on my September TBR under Lock and Key, and I'm like 30 pages into that. So I set that item. So I've actually gotten quite a bit read. I also hit my 100 books that I've read this year. Yesterday I finished up an audiobook, so that was my goal for 2025. So we're gonna see if I can beat my 2024 reading, which was I think 122 books. But that is going to be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed these random clips of me reading. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.